Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm excited to do. I'm going to be telling you about some top picks for your reading list for this holiday season. I have some chick lit, women's fiction, rom-com books that I'm going to be recommending to you in this video, and they're also going on my to-read list for holiday time. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, welcome. If you are new here and if you can kind of see my dog in the frame here, my dog Aries loves when I film in my bedroom, which is where I film a lot of my book content. I do book videos over here. I also do beauty that I usually film in my office, some lifestyle videos, but today's video is all about books and all about holiday season. It's so funny. So I always look forward to holiday time and the book releases that are coming out. I've actually been a book blogger since 2009. It's how I started in social media on Chick Lit Plus. And I noticed over the years, I would get so excited around holiday time because I just feel like the books just put you in that good mood, in that festive mood, that cheery mood. So I get excited when I see new releases start to come in my inbox for review requests. So I thought, why don't I round up some of my favorites and share them with you in this video? So if you like book videos, beauty videos, lifestyle videos, I hope that you will subscribe and stick around. But let's hop into the first one, and this is All I Want for Christmas, and this is by Maggie, Knox. So from the synopsis, it says a pitch perfect holiday rom-com about two oil and water reality star country singers who must fake a relationship in order to win the opportunity of a lifetime. So we have Sadie and Max. They're selected as contestants on the famed reality singing show Star Maker, and each thinks they're finally getting their big Nashville break. But then they're paired up during duet week and they stun the world with their romantic onstage chemistry. The fans are going wild for hashtag Saxy, and the network demands that they remain a duo on and off stage or exit the competition. It says faking a relationship until their final performance in the Star Maker holiday special shouldn't be too hard, except for one small problem: Sadie and Max can't stand each other. But with their dreams just within reach, they agree to the ruse. Will their fake relationship be exposed before they can win, or might their phony connection turn real by the Christmas finale? So we're gonna have a little bit of a enemies to lover, more like rivals to lovers storyline in here, and I just think that it sounds so cute. I absolutely love the cover on this as well. I see a little dog on the cover, which instantly has me intrigued. I don't read a lot of books set in Nashville, but I know that is like very much an up and coming city. I actually hear it called Nash Vegas quite a bit. I live in Las Vegas, and people kind of compare Nashville as being like a great place for like bachelor and bachelorette parties like Las Vegas was once known for. So I am super excited to read this. I've read Maggie Knox before. I really like her novels. So this is definitely going on my reading list. So next up we have Just Like Magic, and this is by Sarah Hogle. So from the synopsis, it says, the holidays were never her thing until she accidentally conjures the holiday spirit before her very eyes. So we follow Betty Hughes, who once knew the comfort of luxury, flaunting a collection of designer purses and an enviable dream home in Hawaii. That was before she lost all her money. Long obsessed with her public image, Betty boasts an extravagant lifestyle on social media. But the reality is, Betty is broke and squatting in Colorado, and her family has no idea. Christmas, with its pressure to meet familial expectations, is looming when Betty plays a vinyl record of All I Want for Christmas Is You backwards and accidentally conjures up Hall, the holiday spirit, in the form of a charming and handsome, if offbeat man. Once the shock wears off, Betty knows she stumbled upon the greatest gift, a chance to make all her holiday wishes come true, plus a ready-made fiancé. But as some of Betty's wishes lose their charm, she finds herself suddenly thrown off-kilter by Hall's sweet nature. Suddenly, grumpy Betty is finding her heart merry and light, but the happier she gets, the shorter Hall's time on Earth grows. Can Betty channel the Christmas spirit and learn to live with goodwill toward all men? Or will her selfish ways return as soon as the holidays are over? This just sounds like so much fun to me, okay? I love a little bit of like magical realism, and we have magical realism sprinkled in with holiday time. It's kind of like the Freaky Friday thing, you know, like that wasn't exactly what happened in Freaky Friday, but you know, it's like a Freaky Friday kind of moment. I think it's kind of funny as she gets happier, then he's kind of disappearing more and more. This just sounds super cute and super fun to me, and again, just that like fun holiday romance book. I really hope I'm gonna enjoy this one, but I have to read it. Next up we have The Christmas Spirit, and this is by Debbie Macomber. Now I've read a lot of Debbie's books, and she is like one of the queens of Christmas holiday books for sure. From the description we have two lifelong friends decide to trade places the week before Christmas and end up finding love along this way in this delightful novel from the Queen of Holiday Stories. Okay, we have Peter Armstrong and Hank Colfax. They're best friends, but their lives couldn't be more different. Peter is the local pastor who's dedicated to his community, spending time visiting the flock, attending meetings, and with the holiday season approaching, preparing for the Christmas service and live nativity. As a bartender, Hank serves a much different customer base at his family-owned tavern, including a handful of lonely regulars and the local biker gang. When Peter scoffs that Hank has it easy compared to him, the two decide to switch jobs until Christmas Eve. To their surprise, the responsibilities of a bartender and a pastor are similar, but taking on the other's work is more difficult than either Peter or Hank expected. As the two begin to see each other in a new light and each discovers a new love to cherish, their lives are forever changed. That just sounds fun to me as well. That just sounds like a good time. And I think that it's interesting we have two male leads in this story, and it sounds like there is, to me, just reading the synopsis, it says each discovers a new love to cherish. Sounds like they have, you know, probably like some romantic angles in here, but to me, it sounds like it's also going to be focused on friendship and about your own happiness in life and happiness with your career, and really getting that taste of like, you think someone has it easy? Okay, so try it and try and see what happens. It just sounds like a fun time to me. And again, Debbie is like queen of holiday stories. I read her holiday books every single year, so this year has to be no exception. Next up, we have Home Sweet Christmas, and this is by Susan Mallery. We have a witty and heartfelt story of two friends who unexpectedly find the person and the place in which they belong this Christmas. Till Cameron Neff can return to her real life in Chicago, she's in Wishing Tree to take care of her... What? She's not looking for forever love, not here, but handsome hotelier Jake Crane is a temptation she can't resist. So she suggests they pair up for the season. No golden rings, no broken hearts. At his side, she sees her hometown through Christmas-colored eyes. The cheer is cheerier, the joy more joyful. She thought she'd put her future on hold, but maybe her real life was here all along, waiting for her to come home. New in town, River Best is charmed by Wishing Tree's homespun traditions and warm-hearted people. When she's crowned Snow Queen, she's honored but wary. Dylan Tucker, her king, seems like the stuff of sugar plum dreams, but she can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something big. As they perform their royal duties, tasting cookies, lighting trees, Dylan's good humor and melty kisses draw her to the brink of love. But she can't let herself fall until she uncovers a secret, even if her lack of faith means losing him forever. I think the setting of a place called Wishing Tree, like that already is gonna get you in the festive spirit, am I right? And then just the romances, like what seems like two pretty different romances in the book, and kind of see how they intertwine with two friends being at the helm of these. I just think that this sounds fun. Again, I've read quite a few from Susan Mallery. She usually has holiday books as well, so I'm excited to check that one out. Next up, we have Let It Snow, and this is by Beth Moran, and I'm excited. This is actually the book club pick for my book club. So I do have memberships on my YouTube channel, and on the second and third tiers, we do a live chat every month, and every other month is a book club, and we wanted to read something holiday for our November book club, and this is the one that got voted on by members. So I've already purchased my book, so I'm very excited to read it. This says, curl up with the perfect cozy read. After the end of a long-term relationship, local weather girl B. Armstrong has been avoiding her family and their inevitable I told you so's. But with Christmas fast approaching, she is finally on her way home to Chera's house, the school in Sherwood Forest that her mom and dad run in their old family home. And to top it all off, the insufferable Henry Fairfax, who her parents have always wanted her to marry, has also been invited. Relief comes in the shape of a last-minute interview for her dream job. There are just a few minor problems. The interview is in Scotland, B has no car, and the snow is falling already. The only solution is for Henry to drive her. Could this Christmas get any worse? But during an unforgettable 2-day interview, a stay in a log cabin, and a nightmare journey through the snow, Henry turns out to be nothing like she thought. And when B's first love and recent ex shows up, B has a difficult choice to make. I have also read a lot from Beth Moran. I typically really enjoy her novels as well. Again, we have kind of that rivals to lovers storyline in here, and it just sounds, and just the setting, like going to Scotland, like that sounds fun to me. I love reading about locations that I've never visited, but I hope to visit one day. So I'm very excited to read this for book club. Next, we have How the Grump Saved Christmas, and this is by Claire Kinglsey. So we have hardworking Isabel Cook has a serious problem. Her family farm, site of Tillicum's Christmas village, is in trouble. Big trouble. And worst of all, the man trying to buy it is none other than the grumpiest, grinchiest man of them all, Elias Stoneheart. That's a big nope. She's not letting him get involved, not with his heart made of coal. Elias Stoneheart Stoneheart, that's funny, is in the business of making money, not friends, especially when his boss is promising a long-awaited promotion. All he has to do is convince one struggling family to sell their farm. The problem, it's the Cook's family farm, and Isabel Cook is his ex. He might have history with Isabel, but this is just business. A Christmas-loving farm girl is not going to come between him and his ambition. And Christmas, he hates it. The Christmas village needs to go. But as Elias spends time in the small town, holiday spirit and Isabel get under his skin, and she might be the only one who can melt the ice around his heart. Again, lots of, I feel like rivals to lovers is a really big genre right now. If you'd like to see a video on maybe some of my favorite enemies to lovers, rivals to lovers books, please do let me know. But we have quite a few in this video. But again, read a lot from Claire Kingsley. She has really great novels, and this just sounds fun. Like, it has that, I don't know if I want to say like cheesy Christmas feel to it, but like kind of at the same time. But then it could also just be really cute and heartwarming. I'm excited to read it. I am so excited that Lindsey Kelk has a new holiday book coming out. Lindsey Kelk is a favorite of mine from back when I first started my blog so many years ago. I have read so many of her books, so I had to put this one on my list for this video, and this is called The Christmas Wish. Can a little Christmas magic mend a broken heart? Newly single lawyer Gwen Baker is hoping that a family Christmas, countryside, a mountain of food and festive films will solve the sting of her career hanging by a thread and her heart being trampled on. Because everyone else has their life sorted. Even Dev, her boy next door crush, is now a tall, dark, and handsome stranger with a fiance. She can't help wishing her future was clearer. Then Gwen wakes up to discover it's Christmas Day all over again. Like Groundhog Day, but with eggnog and family arguments on repeat. As she figures out how to escape her own particular Christmas hell, Dev is the one bright spot. He might be all grown up, but underneath, he's just as kind and funny as she remembers. Maybe, just maybe, her heart can be mended after all. But how do you fall in love with someone who can't remember you from one day to the next? Again, we got that kind of like magical realism aspect in here. We're gonna be repeating Christmas Day. What do we learn? How can we get out of this? I'm so excited. I love books like this. And again, Lindsey Kelk is just a favorite of mine. You must check out her books. I'm so excited to read this one. And one last book before the sun completely sets, but this is a special one. It is called The Christmas Surprise, and this is by Samantha March. That would be me. So this is actually a novella that I have put out. So I am also a self-published author of 8 novels, soon to be 9, which I'm very excited for. I've actually been working all day on marketing for my next book release. So I'm very excited about that, but I do actually have a novella as well. It is called The Christmas Surprise. So in here, we follow Juliet Mabry. She's a happily married stay-at-home wife and mother until there appears to be trouble brewing in her nearly 10-year marriage. Juliet takes it upon herself to find out if her husband is up to no good, but does she want to know the truth? Everything is revealed on Christmas, and Juliet is in for her biggest Christmas surprise. So this is a chick lit women's fiction, a novella, so it is shorter than a more traditional novel. So you can really read it, in my opinion, in like 1, 2, maybe like 3 settings, because it is pretty short and quick and to the point. But it was a fun one to write. It was the first time that I was writing a novella and trying to write something in a shorter amount of time, and I just think that it wraps up in a really cute way. So that is if you're into novellas and you just want like something quick to read and something that will kind of boost your spirits, you can check out The Christmas Surprise by me, Samantha March. All of my books are available on Amazon, also on Audible, and on my website, which is bysamanthamarch.com. All my paperback full-length novels are available on there for either signed or unsigned copies. But after that, as the sun is setting, that is it for the top, I think we had like 7 or 8 books in here, the top holiday books that I am excited to read and that I think you would like to check out as well. I will have all of these linked down below if you are interested in them. I would love to know, what do you have on your holiday reading list? Please share in the comments, and as always, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.